What's up, guys? So I've been keeping a secret. And it hasn't really been a secret. It's just kind of been on the back burner for a while. The last race on autocross, I ended up kind of breaking the Fiesta just a little bit. Nothing terrible, but just a tad, right? I didn't film this one, of course. The only one I didn't record, something happened. It was 106 that day at the races. So obviously the asphalt is probably 120, if not more. So the surface, it was very, very, very hot that day. Keeping this car cool was a struggle. It needs a radiator, it needs a better intercooler, all that. It's all stock, you know. And well, the coolant reservoir is plastic. It got really hot. Intercooler and radiator isn't doing its job, you know, well enough. You know, I was keeping the AC off, everything like that. But this plastic reservoir here got too hot and it cracked. That's what I think anyway. It might be a hose. I'm really hoping that it's the reservoir because I already paid for it. So I got the new one here. It does look a lot better. It's not yellow and brown. It's actually clear, so that's a plus. It was kind of annoying to find, and it's quite expensive, and that's really, really annoying. So yeah, this is what we're working with. We're gonna redo this. I really wanted to get the Mishimoto one, but those are like $220, and the next race is in like 8 days or something. So I need to get on this pretty quick. So what I think happened, we'll see, is because it's gonna be in there like this. I'm pretty sure right under here it cracked. Like, because here's like where the hose is. I'm pretty sure it cracked like right at the bottom, or like into one of these like corners. And it just started leaking coolant. It didn't leak all of it. I got it home just in time because we're getting low. So we're gonna have to take off these tabs. You can't see, that's too bright. But anyway, let's go take this thing out. So again, here we are. So there's just these two clips. There's a clip here and there's a clip right there. You can't really see very well. Kind of where my finger is. There's just two clips. Otherwise, it's the hoses. So like we need to get this one and these two. These are the two I'm worried about. This bottom one here is the one that I snapped that one time. I'm hoping since it's pretty close to new, I don't have to worry about it. That's a pipe dream. We'll see. We're gonna have to find something to drain this coolant into. So we're gonna get this hose off first. We're gonna get a rag and some sort of cup or bottle that we could drain the remaining bit of coolant into. So okay guys, so here's the game plan, what we're gonna do. So this bottom hose here is the one with all the coolant. So I have this rag and I'm gonna try to plug it up. I'm gonna undo it. And we're gonna let the rest of the coolant drain into this Gatorade bottle. It might not be enough, so I'm kind of worried actually now that I'm looking at it. So I might get a second one. But then this, I don't wanna break it again. So I'm gonna take it off from here. And then we'll take it off out of the car so I don't have to worry about it. And then we're reusing the cap. All right, boys and girls, so a little bit of things have changed. I realized, so I got the that top part of the hose off so we could figure that out when it's out. And I got the bottom one out. Me not thinking right with this AC line above, you can't really get the thing out. So headlight came off, which is kind of nice because this bulb, I do need to replace it. It's one of the side markers. It's actually one of these. The orange right there on the very corner is out. And that's what this bulb is right here. So it actually works pretty well. I needed to get this bulb replaced, so I need to go get one of those. Other than that, now we should be able to pull it off, get that one little hose off, swap the lid, whatever, the cap onto the new one, and check out what exactly is causing the leak. All right, now that it's out, I have investigated, and it is this. There's cracks right here, hairline fractures all around, and it is leaking at the bottom of the reservoir. So good and bad news, you know. I mean, kind of, it's good we found it. It is this. Bad news is it might happen again. So, you know, we'll fix it, and hopefully by next year when it gets really hot again, we'll have the aluminum one for sure. And just like magic, guys, it worked out really, really well, actually. So again, if you guys need to do this. So I do this first one first. It's the easiest one by far. Once you get that, just kind of push out of the way. Now, for the stupid one right here, do not unplug, don't just do this yourself. I would unplug it, undo it from up here. That way, right there, so that way you do not break it. That part breaks a lot on a lot of different ones, okay? Once that's up, I would take the headlight out. You can't take it out otherwise. Undo your big radiator hose here, keep it propped up so you don't lose any coolant, and just undo the tabs, take it out, put it back in, and reverse. I mean, pretty simple, other than I forgot about the headlight. So I'm gonna fill it up with some coolant. We're gonna get it running. Make sure that it's, you know, there's no air in the system. There really shouldn't be, but I wouldn't be surprised if there is. So we're gonna get it running, make sure it's good, and then we are going to go to town and get a bulb for the corner light for this. But otherwise, we're good to go. All right, sick. So far, it's been going really well. It's not been bubbling at all. Staying exactly where it needs to be. I went up to operating temp. I had the AC on full blast, and then now the heater is on full blast because the heater, you know, does its thing. But I mean, overall, everything's going really well now. So I'm gonna keep it going just for a little bit longer. But I mean, I haven't seen a single bubble. It hasn't went down like at all. So I'm just gonna keep it for just a few more minutes. See, there's no leaks on the bottom or anything from what I see. So if everything's looking good, I'm just gonna turn off. I'm gonna cap it. We're good. And we're gonna head down to town, get some dinner and a light for that headlight. Put it all back together and we are good. Kind of a bummer. I forgot about the headlight because I wanted to drive this to town. But that won't be happening. So that's kind of a bummer. Maybe we'll just do a quick little drive after, just for a celebratory, like, woohoo kind of deal. But otherwise, we're good to go. I'll wait just a few more minutes, cap that off, and head on to town and get a light bulb. Okay, we're back. First of all, that looks so weird. It just looks so odd. You gotta love it though. This is actually a really good thumbnail. So we got the headlight here. Don't worry, it's not damaging the paint or anything. I put it down very gently. This was really annoying to find, guys, by the way. So it is this one right here. 168 for just the long life bulbs. You know, I don't need anything fancy, right? It just goes right in that hole and we're gonna put it back. It's only 3 bolts for putting the headlights in. I'll show you when we get there. So let's put that bulb in real quick. Okay, after you really struggle getting this in, it's only 3 bolts. I should have showed you when I was taking it out, but we're past that now. So you will have a lot of like bumper, you know, my gosh, free gap, goodness, bumper gap, thank you. But it will tighten up as you tighten it down. So it will go in, so don't worry about that too much. But this one is a little clip screw, basically. These terrible things, I hate these, but that one goes there, and then there's 2 more bolts, and that's just screws, and that's it. So one goes here, right in there, and another one goes right in there. And there is a clip back here. It kind of clips into place, so you know you're in the right spot. That is about it, and we are set to go, guys. Oh my goodness, finally. And bingo, let's go, guys. We got the reservoir in. It's not leaking anymore. Let's go, that's awesome. We got all the lines, none of them broke. I was really glad we did not break this one. So guys, if you ever have to do this, and you're not gonna replace this because maybe you replaced it before, disconnect it from back here and then take it off. Try not to force it out from here. You'll probably break it off. So we got this, we're not leaking anymore. It looks better too. It's not just yellow and brown. It's we got the bulb in here. We're gonna try it out, make sure it works. So we should have all working bulbs now too. Got the headlight back. So the Fiesta could finally come back to the channel, because it's been down for about a month, I think, a month and a half, something like that. And we got a race coming up. So with that being said, guys, that's really about it. This was a little bit of a fast one. I wanted to get another piece of content out after the last video that took forever, because I just didn't want another video that takes a month to make. So I just really want to get something out, and a reason why the Fiesta has just not been around. So That being said, I hope you guys enjoyed and understood why it's not been around, and hope to see you guys soon. Peace out.